Hello there guys, Fengferth here. We're gonna have a little go on Hinterland. Now, I've had this game, well, this was the very first game I had on Steam actually. This was the game I bought, and I quite like it a lot. It's quite an old game now. It was made in 2008 by Hinterland Entertainment, and it's a very weird mix of action RPG with kind of a city management kind of style thingy, majiggy, wiggy thingy, yeah, something like that. And yeah, we're gonna have a crack at it. We're gonna actually try and do an whole game, which obviously shouldn't take very long. Should take about 20 days, something like that. I am trolling you there. Anyway, I'm going to show the options first anyway, like I always do. So, as you can see, we've got display driver. There's not a lot here. There's display driver, resolution. Resolution's a bit buggy in this game. You have to go on full screen to have your full resolution. I have no idea why, and I suppose the game doesn't either. So, can't win either way. And we've got bit depth, refresh rate, texture quality, blah 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 blah. And of course your volume. Yeah, very basic game. So let's go. We're gonna just delete that one. Sod that. We're gonna have a new one. Okay, so there's the character creation screen. So as you can see, you've actually got quite a few different classes you can have. So we've got footman, yeoman, and entrepreneur. What the? I can't get me words out today. Outlaw, dwarven warrior, elven archer, goblin chemist, brawler, courtesan, orc shaman, knight, assassin, journeywoman, blah blah blah. There's quite a lot anyway, okay? There's quite a lot. Especially the entrepreneur. There we go, I got it right in the end, eh? Right then. So, we're going to go for kind of a warrior type, I think. That would probably be ideal. So we're going to go with a fallen hero. So a powerful warrior from ages past, this restless soul never needs to eat, is immune to poison, recovers health everywhere but does not heal faster in town. And experience progress is slow, starts with exceptional armour, is not trusted by the king, so requests, fame, rewards are halved and penalties increased. That's actually not going to matter in a bit. So as you can see, you can have male, female. There's not really much choice in that. There's no choice, but you can actually have choices for these. There's quite a lot, even though they're ugly as fuck. There's a lot. Okay, so we're gonna have Fengferth, and we're gonna have a difficulty on medium. We're gonna have game length on short. Requests. This is the request from the king. Now I'm gonna be really honest. The requests are a pain in the arse. One, because you can never meet them properly, because you normally don't even have the resource at the time to actually do it. And the problem is, if you don't do the requests, you lose a shitload of fame, which is something that you already lose quite a bit of in this game anyway, and it's quite hard to get it back. So we're gonna fuck off requests. And region revealed. Now this actually reveals the region map, so that means it shows you all the resources. So we don't want that. We want to keep it secret. Raiders, we are going to take this bloody off, because raiders are just as bad as requests. Raiders always come at a time where you're miles away, and there's usually no quick way to get back. And the problem is, while you can get guards, you can't really get them till a lot later on in the game when you have a lot of fame. So it's kind of counterproductive, since raiders, even if they start attacking a house, even just a house or anything, if they attack anything, your fame just systematically goes down to zilch. Now it's quite hard, I will admit, but I don't want that on. Sod that. Now all resources, so as you can see, click to include all resources in all regions. Yeah, you can either have it randomised or not. And for this video I'm going to have it all. Now if you noticed, all these options do have an effect on the score. Gives you a multiplier. In fact, the only one that doesn't is requests, which is good, but bad that all the others actually don't. I can understand the region revealed and and the raiders, but not all resources. I think you should be able to have access to some type of all resources, even if they're miles away. You know, I mean, with it on, it's a guaranteed. It's going to be right there. It's still going to be. It could still be miles away anyway. So, rant over. Let's go. Okay, now this is going to take a long time to load up, so I'm going to pause it right here. Okay, so that was actually quicker than expected. I suppose it's because it's only a small game, a short game even. Oh dear, my mouse mat's gone all over the place. Typical. Right then, so assignments. Your king needs you. I have decreed that you must tame this wild and dangerous territory of my realm. To do this, you must build a prosperous town, increase your personal fame through your exploits. Blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. The blah de blah de blah de blah de blah 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 blah. Basically, you got to kill everything. I don't know why it just doesn't tell you that, but hey. Okay. So in this game, you have stats: attack, defense, and health. Those are your main stats. So as you can see, we've got quite a lot of defense already. Right here. So we're going to go with attack. And you also get a trait each level. So we've got agile, which is improved defences. We've got collect more gold from loot, or we've got extra food every day. Now I'm actually going to pick up observant because gold is pretty hard to get to. The king is displeased. Improve fame or you're fired. Yes, okay. Now, although I've took the things off, you still got to get fame. You always start off with less fame. No, anyway. So, these here are followers. Not followers. Visitors. And you can recruit them if they have a profession, which they always do. So, or, for example, this one here is an alkalite, and you have no use for her at this early stage, so you can just tell her to shoo and piss off and make room for more. But this guy we could really use. The problem is we've got no fame. As you can see, they have a requirement, and if all of them are met, you can recruit them. If not, they don't. So how do you acquire fame? We acquire fame by defeating shit. It's quite a nice way to put it. We defeat shit. So let's go and investigate our first one. So okay, as you can see by the minimap, there are a few enemies here. So let's go hack and slash. Very Diablo-y. You auto attack with right click, and you move around with left button as well. And you kill and you get gold. Unfortunately, there's no skills in the game. It's literally just stats and auto attacking. But you can get your followers, and I do actually mean followers this time. You can actually get your followers to come out and come with you in the world and fight, which is quite nice, especially if you've got a few high level guards, which you can have. So to kill these orkies, stabby stabby stabby. Okay, and we've got quite a lot of gold now, but we've still only got -3 fame. So you get fame by defeating enemies, and you also get fame by clearing areas. So for example, we just cleared this area and we gained quite a lot of fame from it. And we are now acknowledged. Brilliant. That means the king is not going to kick us out, which would have been very disastrous, because then his land would have been overruled by all these enemies, and it wouldn't be happily ever after. So we're now back in town, and town is the only place where you can actually talk to visitors. So we want to get rid of him because we don't need him, and we do want to build a home for you because we need food. So depending on how many people you go in your town, you need that much food. Blah blah blah. Gold you get by defeating enemies. You can get it by having certain buildings like taverns and marketplaces. Fame is just killing enemies and doing areas. Town quality. This is the resources that you can find. There's one there. That's game, and we will be using that quite shortly. So we now have... oh crud, that was my fault. So this is a cattle ranch. Okay, so, and this is another cattle ranch, so we don't really want another one yet. So I'll make him in front of Vista. This dude here we really could do with. This is the craftswoman, and she will craft us a lot of good shit. Unfortunately, we haven't got enough money. So let's sort that out. So we need to go there. As you can see up at the bottom, there is actually an inventory space for your town, and there's also your own inventory space. I have no idea why they are equal. I would have thought you wouldn't be able to carry as much as what's left in town, but hey yo, that's the game for you. Dub-de-dub. Okay, so let's go hacky and slashy. Blah. And you as well. Blah. Your detection's a bit off. Sometimes you've got to aim a bit higher, sometimes you've got to aim a bit lower. As expected. Not every game has the detection completely spot on. Look at COD for example. Completely different game type, but the same principles. Ooh, and a bit of thing. And you might have noticed there's an awful lot of screen tearing. That is nothing to do with the computer. It's the game. It's the game. It does the same. It does exactly the same on my laptop. There's just no way to fix it. Absolutely no way to fix it. I've tried, and there's just no way to fix it whatsoever, which is unfortunate. So we defeated a new enemy site, and we're gonna have a look over this one. So normally you'd only be able to recover health by going to town, but because we are a fallen hero, we can recover anywhere. I got stunned then. So there are status effects in the game. You can get poisoned and stunned, and paralysed, I think, maybe. I don't think I've ever been paralysed though, so I'm not too sure. Okay, that's good. So all these are level 2. These are hurting me. Might have to use a potion. Yeah, we'll use a potion. We're all just leveled up there. There we go. Okie dokie. So monies. And more monies. And yet, that's the level up indicator. And we're going to go for more attack. There we have perceptive. Perceptive? Jesus, what's wrong with me today? Perspective. Collect more items from loot. Now that might be quite a nice one to get. We've got dangerous, which is improve attack, and thrifty, which is earn gold from city. I think we'll learn more items from loot. That's a pretty nice one to have. So let's attack. Stabby, 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 stabby. Stabby, stabby, stabby. And we have another level of armor. That's not any better than our reinforced armor we've got already. So what you can do is you can actually equip your town people, your villagers, with items that you've gained or have manufactured yourself. And of course you can bring them out and fight with you, which I might show you later on once we get a guard, because you can train them into crossbowmen or women, and they're quite cool, if a little bit weak. So we've got quite a lot of money now, so we're going to come back to town and we're going to get rid of this dude. We really don't need a necromancer at this point in the game, although it would be nice later. And we'll build our craftswoman, who's going to go there. So now we have 2 people in, so that means the amount of food that we're having at the moment will sustain both. I don't take no food at all, so that doesn't matter to me. We'll auto sort these. Now what we've got to do is we've got to go to followers, and auto equip is on. So these will now automatically equip. There we go. So the castle will get the oats, which will increase the livestock. Excellent. Oh, and we've got followers there. There we go. So we get rid of him, and we've now got our inn. Excellent. So this one will generate gold per day for us. So we'll stick this there. Stick it there. Brilliant. We've got hostel. But now we're running low on food because of that. So there are a couple of things we can do. We can upgrade the we can actually upgrade the buildings. Unfortunately, not only does this take an awful lot of gold, bloody hell. There is other things. I need a dragon egg. Yeah, you don't want to know yet. what you need a dragon egg for. But so really, what we need is some more farms or hunters, which we should hopefully get soon. Otherwise, people might starve to death, and we don't want that, do we? No. Okay, spiders. There's quite a lot of creature variety. By quite a lot, I mean 6. Around about. No, I'm not honestly too sure. I've come across spiders, orcs, goblins, trolls. I think they're trolls. Not the kind of trolls you find on the internet, proper trolls. But yeah. I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage from this. There we go. We have secured access to the souls. Now this is for the necromancer, so you can upgrade the necromancer up to something really beefy. So we don't really need that at the moment. I'm going to come over here. What's over here? Spiders. How did I miss these? So by having it in, we've actually increased the amount of visitors we can have, which is great because that means we've got more of a chance to get what we want. And that's the one thing I really don't like about this game, is the fact that most of the time it doesn't. You don't get what you need, which is a bit disheartening, really. You know, it's a bit stupid when sometimes you got priests. I mean, priests you don't really need until a late game, but you still get 20 of them join anyway, or try and join, when you certainly can't afford them. Oh, hello. Do you follow me? You will die. Told ya. Should have listened. Okay. So we are going to actually not bother with him, but we'll get the hunter, the trapper, who will later turn into a hunter. There we go. Acolyte, we can't use because we need a mana. We could probably upgrade our outpost. Which is going to cost. It's going to cost 20. So yes, we will upgrade it. There we go. So now we can actually upgrade some of these other ones. But obviously, we probably don't have the gold yet. You can also purchase upgrades if you know for a fact you're not going to have the resources that you might need. So you can actually import stone, import iron. You can plant herb fields and dig wells. So that's for fresh water. That is used for alchemy, so as you can craft potions. Iron is, well, for crafting iron stuff, and stone is not for crafting stone stuff. I can't actually quite remember what stone's for. I really don't know what stone's for. I can't remember. Oh well. Let's march on. Oh, no visitors arrived. Okay. We can't actually afford anyone else at the moment, but we will get rid of you. Pointless having you here. Okay. Let's go on yonder and look for the spider. Stabby, stabby, stabby. I'm actually getting poisoned there, even though it doesn't look like it. Unless that is put, yeah, it's actually the dagger that poisons them. Oh god. I am really hopeless there, aren't I? Uh-oh, what? There we go. Yay, we've now secured Mandrake. And that is used for, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh shit, those are giant spiders. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Actually, they're only level 2. Let's take them out. Come on. I'll take a potion. Yeah, potions are just full recover kind of thing. You know, they're not heal over times as most potions are in other games, as you can see. Oh god, I'm gonna die very horribly, aren't I? Come on, stabby, stabby, stabby. Yes. Keep stabbing. Keep stabbing. It's all I can do. Okay. Lots of gold from him. Lots of gold from him. And what's that? A compass that helps trappers and hunters get game. How it does, I don't know. But it does. Okay, so we can increase attack, defense, and health. So this time we're going to go for health. Increasing health automatically restores your health to full too. So that's something to remember. Fortunate, receive a random item. That seems a bit odd. Dangerous, improve attack. And charismatic, increase fame. I think we'll go with dangerous. Get more attack. Yay. Right, and let's carry on, I guess. Where do we go to? Oh, here you are. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Yes, you do an awful lot of stabby, stabby in this. An awful lot of it. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Okay.